Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2025-26.
Led by our Honorable Senior Principal, Miss Melissa Maria, and our Chief Guest for this evening, Mr. Ashwin Chari. Let us give them a thundering round of applause. Good evening, everyone. My name is Udayan.
And I'm Diksha.
Along with Vidushi, Sanjana, Harshini, and Lavitra, we will be guiding you through tonight's celebration.
Today marks a noteworthy milestone as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates, who are the shining lights of today's significant occasion, the graduation ceremony of the class of 2026 of Global Indian International School, SMART Campus, Singapore. It is a moment filled with pride and joy as they step into a future full of opportunities.
Before we begin, let us take a moment to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed guests, dedicated faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, our graduates who have worked tirelessly to reach this remarkable day.
We are honored to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Ashwin Chari, who has graciously joined us to celebrate this milestone with our graduating class. Sir, we are very happy to have you in our midst.
And to begin the formal proceedings, we now invite someone who represents the voice and leadership of the students.
Please welcome our Deputy Head Boy, Anuthaman Krishnan.
As I stand here, only one word can encapsulate today's emotion and its significance: bittersweet. Because while this is a moment of celebration, it is also a moment of change. A moment where everything you've known, the classrooms, the routines, the familiar faces, slowly begins to turn into memories. But with it comes a whole new blank canvas waiting for you to paint it. Good evening to one and all present here. Respected Principal Ma'am, guest of honor, members of school management, proud parents, dear teachers, and most of all, the stars of today, my beloved seniors. To our seniors, today isn't just about graduating. It's about everything that led up to this point. The early mornings you didn't want to wake up for. The times things didn't go your way, and the resilience you built because of it. In short, it's the journey and the impact it's had on you. You've been more than just a batch passing through these halls. You've been leaders, mentors, and role models. Whether you realize it or not, the way you carried yourself set the tone for the rest of us. You showed us how to handle pressure, how to take responsibility, and how to keep going even when things didn't go our way. And most of all, you made us realize we are smarter and we are more loved than what we thought we were. To every one of you who took the time, effort, and interest in interacting with us, ensuring we knew what we had to look out for, checking and making sure we were able to cope, I sincerely thank you. You showed us what it truly means to be a senior. And now as you graduate, your mantle comes upon us, and we will try our level best to help our juniors just the way you helped us. From dancing for Barbie for Teachers' Day celebrations to running around getting volunteers, I've had the privilege of working with you all. And with that, I can only conclude one thing. This is a batch whose impact will not fade with time, because it lives on with the people you have inspired. And while today marks the end of your time here, it also marks the beginning of something much bigger. New opportunities, new challenges, and new environments. All the juniors join me in wishing you all the very best. Congratulations, thank you, and hope you enjoy the event we have planned for you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuthaman, for those thoughtful words.
Behind every successful school community are individuals who guide students with patience, dedication, and encouragement.
People who inspire curiosity, challenge students to grow, and support them every step of the way.
It is now our privilege to hear from someone whose leadership continues to shape the environment in which our students learn and flourish.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming our respected senior principal, Ms. Melissa Maria.
Good evening, dear parents, respected guests, Mr. Ashwin Chari, members of the management, my colleagues, teachers, and of course, my brilliant graduating class of 2026. Looking at all of you today, I am indeed reminded of this moment that this has been a long journey for you. Every exam, like Anuthaman said, every challenge that you face, every effort that you made to keep learning, growing, and moving forward. Each of you has arrived here definitely through persistence, determination, and I'm repeating the words of Anuthaman, resilience. And therefore, this evening, boys and girls, belongs to you. Over the years, for some almost 10, 12 years, I've seen you grow, not just academically, but as thoughtful, resilient, and creative individuals. Anuthaman said, for Barbie, or for this, or for that, yes, you have been there. I have actually seen you tackle challenges, find solutions, most importantly, as a cohort, support one another, and of course, along the way, discover your own strengths. Every step, every effort, every lesson has brought you to this moment, ready for the next chapter of your life. And I was talking to our guest of honor. You finished your exam on Saturday, so you're truly indeed free. Before you step into the wider world, there are a few truths that I would like you to carry with you. Of course, not as a lecture, but just as an anchor for your life. Firstly, your value does not decrease based on someone else's ability or inability to see your worth. There will be moments ahead of you when others may overlook, misunderstand, or even underestimate you. That is part of life. But do not let their limited perspective of you Define your limitless potential. Stay steady in who you are. Secondly, people will create their own versions of you, opinions, assumptions, or labels that do not really reflect your true self. And you cannot control that. But remember, boys and girls, you do not need to hang that version of you in your gallery. You choose what you believe about yourself. Choose what you want and carry forward. That quiet clarity will protect you, your peace, and most importantly, there is nothing to stand, as an argument for that. And finally, I want you to remember this story. There's a story of the eagle and the crow. The crow will sit on an eagle's back, pecking, annoying, and very persistent. But the eagle does not fight back. It does not waste energy trying to prove anything. It simply rises and higher until the air becomes so thin for the crow that all of it, the noise and all, falls down. So therefore, boys and girls, as you step out of these protected portals, there will be these crows around. Criticisms, challenges, distractions. Not every comment deserves your response. Sometimes strength lies not in reacting, but in rising above. So as you step into the next phase of your life, 3 practical truths that I can share with you. Be kind. Be kind not just when it's easy, especially when it is not. Because kindness builds connections, and that achievement nobody can take from you. Secondly, be responsible. Take ownership of your choices. That is what earns trust, respect, and most importantly, credibility. And finally, be courageous. Not loud, not reckless, but quietly courageous. Take your chances, stand by your values, and keep going even when the path is uncertain. And yes, boys and girls, laugh at yourself along the way. You don't have to be very serious. Because the first time you go to university and try cooking, or you are doing some science experiment, it can actually turn out very messy. We are not exempt of it, right? So laugh at yourselves. And today, of course, very important to acknowledge all those people who have made this day possible for you. First are your parents seated here, your silent pillars of your support. Your teachers who have guided, encouraged, and pushed you when it mattered the most. I know you have felt they are nagging at you, but they've always wanted your interest. And of course, your friends who have made the journey with you lighter, brighter, and far more memorable. Therefore, this achievement, boys and girls, is yours, but it's equally shared with all those around. Class of 2026, the world does not look and need perfection. It needs people who are resilient, who are thoughtful, and who are kind. People who know when to act and when to rise above. People who understand that success is measured not just by what you achieve, but by how you carry yourself, and very, very important, how you carry others along with you. And so as you sow, I encourage you to stay connected with the school through our Alumni Connect program that we have. We definitely want to see you. Your journey does not end with a graduation date. All the lessons that you learned, the relationships, the memories that you've built here, we want you to come back and share it excitedly with your juniors through our alumni program. So go forward, boys and girls, with confidence. And when life feels noisy, complicated, or overwhelming, remember, you don't have to respond always. Sometimes you just have to rise above all this. On behalf of all of us seated here, congratulations to your batch. Wishing you all the very best. God bless you and cheers to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words and continued guidance. May I now invite Mr. Atul Temanekar, Chairman and Co-founder, to deliver his address.
Very good afternoon to you, Honorable Chief Guest, faculty members, parents, and dear students. Today is a moment of transition where I see a generation ready to step into a world that is already very complex, fast-changing, and full of opportunity. And first, let me say this. We are incredibly proud of you for your resilience, for your curiosity, and the very personal character that you have built along the way through the school journey. Before I speak about your future or other futures, let me take a moment to express our gratitude. Firstly, to all our parents here in Singapore, thank you for your trust, patience, and your partnership with the Global Schools Group and the GIIS. In a country like Singapore, where cultures, traditions, and aspirations come together so beautifully, you have chosen to give your children an education that is not just academically inclined, but also truly global. Your belief in us has helped shape confident, grounded, and globally aware individuals. And we are very grateful to you for that. I would also like to thank some of our corporate partners across Asia and Middle East, including the Apples, the Samsungs, the Googles, and the Aramco. Your support for education for your employees' children reflects a deep understanding that education is the foundation of every strong, resilient society. You're not just supporting schools, but you're also actually shaping the future of these students. And today, we celebrate an important achievement. Our students have completed what I would say phase one of their journey into the educational space and are moving on to universities of their choice, including some of the world's best leading universities. We are especially proud to acknowledge that the University of Oxford, which has consistently recognized the caliber of our students, including repeated offers again and again, including for the year 2026. This reflects not just academic excellence, but also strength of a truly global learning environment. Dear graduates, as you are stepping into a world very different from the day you joined the school, a world today that is now shaped by artificial intelligence transforming industries, new careers emerging faster than ever before, global shifts redefining how we live and work, and more importantly, now the evolving geopolitical scene in the Middle East. And here is what matters most. The future will not reward those who know the most, but those who can adapt the fastest. There is something very unique about you. You have grown up in Singapore, one of the world's most diverse, livable, and multicultural societies. Every day you have experienced, through your student peers, different languages, perspectives, and traditions. You have learned to respect differences and to collaborate across cultures and to think globally. This is not just a background, this is your superpower. In a world that is more divided, your ability to understand, include, and unite people will set you apart. It's very important that you unite everybody, not just religiously, but also professionally. And let me leave you with a simple thought. The world belongs to those who can think, not just follow. Information, as you know, is everywhere. But wisdom and the ability to question, interpret, and act is rare. So, question what you read. Understand before you follow. And define success on your own terms. Many of the careers you're preparing for today will evolve. You may start with one thing and become something entirely different. And I am an example of that. Because the future will not ask you which university did you go to or what did you study. It will ask you which skills do you have and how quickly can you learn, unlearn, and relearn. It doesn't matter whether you get the degree you wished for or whether the university you chose was not on your wish list. Your future degree is not your destination. It is just your starting point. In a world of intelligent machines, supercomputers, and your mobile phones, your greatest strength will not be just intelligence. It will be reflected by your empathy, your integrity, and your courage that you demonstrate to your communities and to your fellow citizens. And because while machines may become smarter, only you can remain the deeply human thing among the world. As you step out today, you also step into an area of responsibility. The world you will inherit will need leaders who are not just capable, but are also conscious. Remember, success is not what social media says about you. It is about what you contribute and what you believe is a true value it delivers. And I leave you with some thoughts. Stay curious, stay grounded, and stay courageous. You would need courage to take a lot of professional risks, and you need to develop that ability. Most importantly, even when the path is unclear, whether we witness further worsening of the geopolitical scene in the Middle East, keep moving forward. The world is not at the end. The divine light shall always shine you and guide you, and you will always see a path forward, no matter what the situation is. Today, you graduate. Tomorrow, you will shape the world. And wherever you go, you will always carry with you your values given by your parents and teachers, the diversity the school offered, and the spirit of this community of Singapore. Lastly, I want to take this opportunity to share with you that today, Ms. Melissa Maria shall be, from tomorrow onwards, moving on to a new role. She has officiated as the principal of GIIS for the past 18 years, so let's please give her a big round of applause. Incidentally, tomorrow she'll be taking on a new role at the global schools. And also, particularly, as she mentioned, about the alumni. We are going to work on the alumni piece. A lot of work is going to be done to bring back all the alumni into massive networking modes so that you can benefit from your peer alumni. I also welcome Ms. Deepika Sodhi. She's going to be soon coming here as the new principal designate of the GIIS Singapore, effective tomorrow. She will be coming here later, so we'll reserve the applause for her. And finally, the biggest applause that we all need to reserve for is in appreciating all the work of our teachers who have contributed immensely to your growth and prosperity and to your progress and dreams. Let's give a big round of applause to our teachers. So congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you, and wishing you all the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the address. Moving on, every great evening needs something to bring the room to life.
And nothing does that better than music.
Because music is more than just sound. It is energy. It is emotion. It is the invisible force that brings people together.
So, as we begin this evening of celebration, it feels only right to start with music.
Let the lights rise.
Let the stage awaken.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our performers for the opening music performance.
I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. So all my friends are turning green. They're the magicians assistant in their dreams. Oh, and they come unstuck. They're running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause I'm gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you like. This guy
Well, that was truly incredible. I'm sure you agree with me.
If the rest of the evening carries even half of that energy, we are in for a wonderful celebration tonight.
On a serious note, graduation ceremonies are special moments.
One of the most valuable parts of ceremonies like this is hearing from individuals whose journeys extend far beyond the classroom. Their experience offers a glimpse into what lies ahead for our graduates. It is therefore our privilege this evening to welcome a distinguished leader whose career reflects innovation and global impact. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Ashwin Chari.
Mr. Ashwin Chari is the Director of Venture Building at NTUitive, where he leads the transformation of research into high-impact ventures across medtech, digital health, and emerging technologies. With over 25 years of global experience, he has held leadership roles at McKinsey & Company, Nokia, and Philips, including serving as the CEO of Philips Philippines and the Global Strategy Head at Nokia. He's also a pioneer in open innovation, having established Philips Asia Pacific Corporate Ventures Initiative.
Beyond his corporate journey, Mr. Chari is deeply engaged in using technology to address real-world challenges, particularly in urban infrastructure across the global south. He also serves as an adjunct faculty member at Singapore Management University, inspiring students through his work on technology and world change. Sir, we are truly grateful for your presence with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in warmly welcoming Mr. Ashwin Chari.
Good evening. I hope you can hear me out at the back. Yeah. Good evening, members of the management, senior principal, faculty, parents, and most importantly, the class of 2026. It is my great pleasure to be here to celebrate this momentous occasion with you all. Let me say at the outset, it's going to be a very tough act to follow. You've heard two very insightful speeches, and a lot of what I'm going to say probably is a bit of an overlap with what they have said. At least we seem to be thinking along the same lines, which is good. But to be serious, when I looked out at all of you today, I realized that I landed in Singapore at roughly the same age as this graduating class, between the age of 17 and 18, I guess. And I just completed my 12th grade in India, and I came on what was then called the Singapore Airlines Neptune Orient Line Scholarship to do my undergraduate studies here. I remember walking out of Changi Airport with 2 suitcases, and very much like what the deputy head boy said, I think he said he had a bittersweet moment. I can only call the feeling or the emotion that I experienced then as one of terrified excitement when I walked out of Changi. Like many batchmates, I had never left the country, and I didn't know a single soul here. The culture was quite unique, quite different, and it certainly was a world that felt infinitely different from the one that I had left behind. I was completely out of my comfort zone, and that I realized much later was exactly where I needed to be. This discomfort has molded me in so many different ways. Be it a broader understanding of the world, a deeper curiosity, or even just a stronger yearning to understand my own roots. That may not have happened to the same degree if I had not stepped out of my comfort zone. In fact, I think that experience has taught me that the most vital skill for the future would be the ability to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So, because if there has been one constant, especially in the last 125 years, it has been change. But the speed of change has been accelerating exponentially, especially over the last 25 years. So while stepping into the unknown was a choice, perhaps for our generation, for your generation, it is a requirement. You are graduating into a world, just like the chairman mentioned, that is not just changing, it is being fundamentally rewritten And because of these two massive overlapping shadows, one is a very fragile global stage. Unlike localized conflicts over the last 80 years, we are seeing the tremors of broader regional instabilities that threaten the global connectivity that we've all taken for granted. And the second one is the AI disruption that he also mentioned. While the internet changed how we access information, AI is shifting how we process reality and how we create value. This isn't just a new tool. It's a total shift in the scale of human disruption, significantly higher than what generations like ours experienced. It is natural to feel a sense of unease when the ground below you is shifting. And as I reflect on my own career path, I started off in a startup, and that was when there were, again, tremors on the regional, if not the global stage. It was during the big Asian crisis. I was in the boiler room of a startup, employee number 7 of a startup, a nameless startup. It was a British Telecom entity joint venture, which later became Star Hub. But that boiler room experience was fascinating. It taught me whatever I needed to do, or whatever I needed to know in the telecom world, and prepared me for subsequent adventures, which included some high-pressure roles in consulting as well as in MNCs. But I've realized one truth, that uncertainty is not a threat. It is the natural habitat of the innovator. In this fast-changing world, I want to urge you to stop thinking of your career as a ladder, and instead to start thinking of yourself as an early-stage startup. In the startup world, we don't write 20-year business plans. We build, we test, we adapt. And to navigate the coming decade, I suggest you adopt 3 core startup founder principles. Number 1, fast experimentation. Don't wait for the perfect career or the perfect degree. The shelf life of technical skills is shrinking. Use your early 20s to run what I would call micro-pilots. Try that internship, maybe in a field that you've never experienced, you know nothing about. Learn a new language, code a project, use AI. Data, I feel, is more valuable than speculation. So that's number 1, fast experimentation. The second one, in the startup world, we call it the fail fast philosophy. I've seen brilliant founders spending years perfecting a perfect product only to realize that the market has moved on several months, if not years ago. The ones who survived were those who had the humility to say, this isn't working, and change direction often within the weekend. In a world of AI-driven innovation and disruption, please recognize you will get things wrong. You might choose a path that becomes automated or a market that shifts overnight. This is not a tragedy. It's a pivot point. Failing fast means you lose the ego, keep the lesson, and move to the next iteration before your resources run dry. So the second point I want to make clear is the fail fast philosophy. The third one is very close to what the senior principal mentioned. I would call it invest in anti-fragile assets. And what do we mean by that? This is the most critical path. You must learn to be more human. In an automated world, the value of breaking down dogma and thinking critically about your own convictions and beliefs becomes paramount. And as the chairman mentioned, as third culture kids growing up in a cosmopolitan hub like Singapore, you possess a unique advantage. You are perhaps the most digitally literate and connected generation in history. You exist, especially in Singapore, in a space of cultural homogeneity that allows you to bridge different nationalities and cultures more effortlessly than any generation before you. This is your superpower. If we don't leverage your ability to empathize with another human being, regardless of nationality, regardless of race or religion, or the man-made divisions that seek to separate us, we as humanity are going to lose the plot. Your capacity to connect, to care, and to judge ethically is your only truly AI-proof intellectual property. In a world of smart machines, be the wise human. Ultimately, the greatest threat we face today is not that of guided missiles, but it is that of the misguided men behind them. So as you leave this campus, remember that the most successful companies in the world today, the ones that changed Singapore and the world, they rarely ended up doing what they originally set out to do. They survived because they were built to move. You are the founders of your own lives. The world is volatile, yes, but it is also more permissionless than ever before. You don't need a middleman to build an app, a movement, or a brand. You just need the courage to start, the humility to fail, and the speed to pivot. So class of 2026, don't look for a safe harbor. Learn how to build a faster and more resilient ship. Treat your education as your seed funding and your curiosity as your greatest competitive advantage. So go out there, experiment boldly, and build a future that we haven't yet imagined. Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words and sharing your experiences and insights with us this evening. Now we arrive at one of the defining moments of tonight's celebration, where we recognize the efforts of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the presentation of mementos. Let us welcome the graduating class of 12A. May I invite Mr. Ashwin Chari to present the mementos.
Let's begin with Ayushi Kumari. Ayushi is a student who treats dedication not as an obligation, but rather as a way of life. Her enthusiasm for learning and her steady pursuit of excellence have quietly set a high standard for everyone around her.
Next up is Abhinav Sharad. Abhinav is sincere, respectful, and someone you can always rely on when responsibility calls. With his calm determination and thoughtful approach, he carries the promise of limitless potential.
Now, let's welcome Abhinay Kashyap Alur. Abhinay is the kind of person whose positivity arrives before he does. With kindness, warmth, and a cheerful spirit, he has a way of brightening every room he walks into.
Next is Ananya Krishna Prasad. Ananya is thoughtful and observant, someone who proves that self-assurance can leave the strongest impression. With a calm strength and a reflective mind, she carries a depth that will take her far.
And here comes Arpan Mishra. Arpan is lively, witty, and never far from the center of every great classroom conversation. If energy could be bottled, we suspect he might have powered half the class.
Please welcome Avantika Gopinathan. Avantika is a natural leader whose determination and discipline shine through in everything she does. With respect, drive, and a clear sense of purpose, she leads by example.
Next, we invite Dhanya Soundaramurthy. Dhanya is a self-driven powerhouse who meets every challenge head-on. With determination and grace, working side by side, she continues to prove that perseverance truly pays off.
Let's now cheer for Divyansh Mishra. Divyansh is independent, reliable, and someone who always finds a way to get things done. When it comes to staying focused and seeing things through, he is the definition of steadfastness.
Let's welcome Harman Singh Sethi. Harman is known throughout the class for his kindness and ever helpful nature. Always ready to lend a hand and give his best effort, he is someone you are glad to have on your team.
Please put your hands together for Himesh Harohali Pratap. Himesh is a student who approaches every task with clarity and focus. Responsible and diligent, he has the rare ability to turn determination into real results.
Before we continue, we would like to call our senior principal, Ms. Melissa Maria, to felicitate the guest of honor, Mr. Ashwin Chari. Thank you, sir and ma'am. I request you to take your seats.
We would now like to welcome Mr. Atul Temunikar, Chairman and Co-founder of Global Schools Group, to present the mementos to the graduates.
Let's welcome Kalyani Menon. Kalyani is calm and her steady presence brings warmth wherever she goes. Balancing consistent effort with quiet strength, she carries herself with both grace and determination.
Please welcome Khushi Singla. Khushi is independent, mature, and someone who approaches every challenge with self-belief. Her dedicated spirit and kind nature make her a truly admirable presence in the class.
Next is Kritik Ravichandran. Kritik is attentive, capable, and someone who naturally aims for excellence. With a sharp mind and a focused approach, he continues to pursue every goal with assurance.
Here comes Krishna Tyagraj. Krishna is smart and always ready to take initiative. A true go-getter, he has a habit of stepping forward and making things happen.
Let's put our hands together for Kritiha Krishna Nageshwaran. Kritiha is pleasant, humble, and wonderfully well-mannered. With her quiet charm and determination, she carries the potential to shine wherever she goes.
Please welcome Kush Bindal. Kush is energetic, curious, and always eager to explore something new. His enthusiasm for learning is so contagious that it often inspires everyone around him.
Following is Madhav Krishna Prasad. Madhav is thoughtful, sincere, and someone who never stops reflecting and improving. A deep thinker with a calm presence, he is always striving to move forward. Thank you, sir. You may now return to your seat in the audience.
We would now like to welcome Mr. Rajiv Katyal, CEO of Global Schools Group, to present the mementos. Let us now invite Nandan Arveti. Nandan is a bright and enthusiastic student who expresses his ideas with remarkable clarity. With diligence and conviction working together, he always makes his voice heard.
Here comes Neil Satyawali. Neil is polite, composed, and quietly capable. Beneath that calm demeanor lies a wealth of potential just waiting to shine. With a thoughtful approach and a steady presence, he continues to grow with purpose, proving that strength does not always need to be loud to be remarkable.
Please welcome Prajwala Nyuti. Prajwala is vibrant, self-assured, and never afraid to speak her mind. With energy and enthusiasm leading the way, she brings life to every conversation.
Next up is Pranav Mohan Ram. Pranav is a capable student whose potential continues to unfold. With determination and focus guiding his path, he is set to reach new heights in the years ahead.
Let us put our hands together for Raghunandan Senthil Kumar. Raghunandan is diligent, humble, and always pleasant to be around. With dedication as his compass, he is building a future filled with promise.
Following is Raj Nitin Gopinathan. Nitin is sincere and resolute, known for his respectful nature and steady determination. With consistent effort as his foundation, he continues to move forward with purpose.
Please welcome Rangu Chinmay Siri. Chinmay is intelligent, motivated, and always ready to take on a challenge. With a winning attitude and a sharp mind, she approaches every task with assurance. Thank you, sir. You may now return to your seat.
We would now like to invite Mr. Prasun Dayal, Chief Investment Officer of Global Schools Group, to present the mementos. Now, we invite Rohit Ashwa Redagari. Rohit is active, vibrant, and full of enthusiasm. With his lively energy and positive spirit, he brings momentum wherever he goes.
Let's put our hands together for Sanshia Kero. Sanshia is relentless in determination and fearless in ambition. With a drive that refuses to settle for anything less than her best, she always aims higher.
Let's now invite Shaikh Afzal Suhail Basha. Suhail is polite, cooperative, and always ready to learn. With a positive attitude and a willingness to grow, he continues to move forward with confidence.
Here comes Srisha Krishna. Srisha is a national leader who balances sporty energy with warmth and respect. Whether on the field or in the classroom, she leads with enthusiasm and heart.
Next, we invite Shreya Prabhu. Shreya is diligent, focused, and always determined to give her heart. Her commitment to success shines clearly in everything she undertakes. Thank you, sir. You may now take your seat in the audience.
We would now like to invite Mr. Pramod Tripathi, Director of Academics of Global Schools Group, to distribute the mementos. Please welcome Srimay Gurunathan. Srimay is warm, serene, and wonderfully graceful. With a calm presence and kind spirit, she brings a peaceful positivity to the class.
Now, let's put our hands together for Shrish Sundareshan. Shrish is energetic, sharp, and always ready with a confident idea. With his lively communication and smart approach, he never fails to make an impression.
Please welcome Soumya Mathur. Soumya is composed, humble, and fiercely independent. With quite self-assurance and a thoughtful mind, she continues to refine her strengths with every step.
Next, we invite Tanuj Shah. Tanuj is calm, gentle, and deeply considerate. With steady effort and quiet dedication, he proves that consistency is a powerful strength.
Please welcome Udit Kansal. Udit is bright, articulate, and globally aware. Always ready for a thoughtful discussion, he brings curiosity and insight wherever he goes. Udit is a whiz who is a joy to converse with.
And finally, we welcome Yakshita Rajasekharan. Yakshita is focused, self-assured, and quick to find her stride. With clarity of purpose and a bright outlook, she continues to move forward with determination.
Thank you, sir. I request you to take your seat.
You know something, Lavitra? After a moment of reflection like that, every celebration needs energy again.
I agree. A celebration should never remain still for too long.
Because movement is the language of celebration.
And dance is one of the most powerful ways to express that joy of celebration.
Through rhythm, expression, and pure energy, a stage transforms into something alive.
So get ready.
Because our dynamic dancers are about to take the stage.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, there's no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up thinking the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin the globe. Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Right. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a
my wrist. Goes like this, start with a track. Eyes on me, arch my back. Just like this, here for the night. Doing burning, just keep watching. Goes like this, move in the back. Eyes on me, hey like that. Just like this, here for the night. Doing burning, just keep watching. Just keep watching.
I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love the sewer. Yeah, that song. Yeah, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding to the back.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
That was magnificent. For a few moments, this stage was not wood and lights, it was rhythm, movement, and sheer brilliance. The spotlight now returns to the stage for the next group of achievers.
Let the recognition continue.
it's time for the presentation of mementos for the graduating students of Class 12B.
We request Usha ma'am and Yogita ma'am to present the mementos to the graduates. Let us welcome Aratrika Chetia. Aratrika is a student who approaches her studies with steady commitment and thoughtful effort. With her strong grasp of concepts and growing self-assurance, she continues to move forward with promise.
Next up is Abdul Razak Darji. Razak's enthusiasm for school life is impossible to miss. With greater focus and consistency, his vibrant energy can carry him toward even greater achievements.
Please welcome Ananthan Bindu Madhavan. Ananthan is a student with clear potential and a thoughtful approach to learning. With consistency and regular practice, he is well on his way to unlocking his full abilities.
Next is Angel and Matthew. Angel is diligent and responsible in everything she undertakes. With her analytical thinking and determination, she is steadily shaping a path towards excellence.
Following Angel is Arunima Ghosh. She could not be present today. Thank you, ma'am. We request you to take your seats.
We would now like to invite Revati ma'am and Suguna ma'am to present the mementos to the graduates. Next, we invite Ashmita Rao. Ashmita is responsible, diligent, and always willing to put in the effort. With her pleasant personality and active participation in co-curricular activities, she adds warmth and energy to the class.
Please welcome Bhavya Savla. Bhavya is sincere and self-assured, someone who carries himself with natural presence. Whether presenting ideas or engaging in activities, his presence always stands out.
Next is Christy Mariam George. Next is Christy Mariam George. Christy is attentive and eager to learn. With steady effort and dedication, she continues to strengthen her path towards academic success.
Please welcome Devasmita Roy. Devasmita is attentive in class and expressive in her ideas. With her enthusiasm for extracurricular engagements, she brings both energy and creativity to the school community.
Next, we invite Jay Ananya Devaguru. Unfortunately, Jay Ananya is not present today. Thank you, Revati ma'am and Suguna ma'am. We request you to take your seats.
We would now like to request Archana ma'am and Bindu ma'am to present the mementos to the next set of graduates. Here comes Jayush Praveen Nair. Jayush's cheerful personality and communication skills bring life to every classroom moment. With enthusiasm and perseverance, he continues to grow with assurance.
Let's put our hands together for Mariel Mary Jacob. Mariel is diligent and responsible in her academic journey. With a calm and pleasant personality, she creates a positive and supportive presence in every activity she joins.
Following Mariel is Mihika Sopti. Mihika is a student who grasps concepts quickly and expresses her ideas with clarity. Articulate and confident, she shines both in academics and extracurricular engagements.
let's invite Praneshwar Chandra Mohan. Praneshwar's steady interest in learning continues to guide his progress. With enthusiasm for teamwork and group activities, he brings lively participation wherever he goes.
Always with her gracious smile, please welcome Prasida. Prasida is sincere in her efforts and assured in her expression. With perseverance and dedication, she continues to move forward with quiet determination. Thank you, Archana ma'am and Bindu ma'am. We request you to take your seats.
Taking this moment forward, we continue celebrating the achievements of Class 12B. Now, we would like to welcome Ravneet ma'am and Meena ma'am to present the mementos. Here comes Pratyasha Satapathy. Pratyasha is dedicated, responsible, and an effective communicator. Her active participation in co-curricular activities shows a spirit that is both enthusiastic and determined.
Next. Next up, we have Rishit Agarwal. He is not present for today's graduation ceremony.
Following is Ritika Rajesh. Ritika is an enthusiastic learner whose expressive personality lights up the stage. Articulate and poised, she is always ready to contribute to school events and discussions.
Let us put our hands together for Rituparna Shakti Sendil Kumar. Rituparna is sincere in her learning and assured in expressing her ideas. She moves ahead with resilience, discipline, and purpose.
Please welcome Rohan Santosh Nair. Rohan is a keen learner with a cheerful and self-assured personality. His communication skills and enthusiasm make him a natural performer in school activities. Thank you, Ravneet ma'am and Meena ma'am. We request you to take your seats.
Now we would like to welcome Vandana ma'am and Gerald sir to present the mementos. Let us invite Saharsh Karthik. Saharsh is a student who approaches learning with interest and positivity. With a strong presence in co-curricular activities, he brings both energy and enthusiasm to the class.
Next up is Sajani Chamundi Setu Kumar. Sajani is sincere, responsible, and confident in expressing herself. With her pleasant personality and steady effort, she continues to move forward with grace.
With his cheerful personality comes Sajiv Putlur Prem Kumar. Sajiv is expressive and enthusiastic in group activities. With unwavering commitment, he keeps pushing himself to do better.
Let's put our hands together for Sanskriti Sharma. Sanskriti is attentive, responsible, and confident in the way she expresses herself. With her active participation in co-curricular activities, she brings both clarity and presence to the stage.
Here comes Satvik Reddy Bomineni. Satvik is enthusiastic in learning and assured in expression. Whether speaking publicly or working in a group, he carries himself with energy and confidence. Thank you, Vandana ma'am and Gerald sir. We request you to take your seats.
Now, we would like to invite Ms. Deepshika to present the mementos. Coming up next is Shailaja Rath. Shailaja is a student who consistently demonstrates academic excellence with enthusiasm. Her dedication to learning sets a powerful example for her peers.
Following Shailaja comes Shreyas Pant. Shreyas is attentive and cooperative, always ready to learn something new. With clarity in communication and a supportive personality, he contributes positively wherever he goes.
Please welcome Srilekha Loganathan. Srilekha is sincere and dedicated in her academic journey. With active participation in activities, she continues to grow with determination.
Let us put our hands together for Soham Vaikar. Soham is a curious learner who enjoys exploring new ideas. With strength in communication and teamwork, he adds enthusiasm to every group effort.
Let's invite Subhashri Shivashankari Rajasimhan. Subhashri is responsible, disciplined, and always composed. With her pleasant personality and active participation, she brings balance and positivity to the class. Thank you, ma'am. We request you to now take your seat.
Now we would like to welcome Preeti ma'am and Shikha ma'am to present the mementos. Now we invite Shweta Raj. Shweta is sincere in her work and enthusiastic in sports. She remains focused and driven, always striving to improve.
Now, please welcome Tia Philip. Tia is attentive, cooperative, and articulate in communication. Through her positive participation in activities, she continues to contribute to the school community.
Let's cheer for Vaishnavi Shaw. Vaishnavi is diligent and sincere in everything she undertakes. With enthusiasm for extracurricular engagements, she brings both dedication and spirit to the stage.
Let's keep the applause going for Varunavi Saktivel. Varunavi is cheerful and self-assured with a positive outlook towards learning. With her expressive communication and bright personality, she continues to move forward with enthusiasm.
And finally, we welcome Vishak Vasudevan. Vishak is a student with clear potential and the ability to grow even further. With greater focus and determination, his journey ahead holds exciting possibilities. Thank you, ma'ams. We request you to please take your seat.
Before we welcome the next batch of graduates, let us take a moment to acknowledge the silent pillars that have supported their journeys. The parents, who believed in their children long before the certificates and applause arrived.
They are the people who watch the journey from the front row, through every late night, every stressful exam season, and every proud moment along the way.
They are the ones quietly standing behind our graduates the whole time, sometimes encouraging them,
sometimes worrying about them, and sometimes reminding them that exams are probably a good reason to stop using the phone for a few hours.
So it feels only right that we hear from someone that experienced this journey not as a student, but as a parent.
Mr. Vasudevan Rajgopalan is the parent of Vishak Vasudevan. He is the HR head of Tata Consultancy Services of the Asia Pacific region.
He is responsible for the human resource function for the region that comprises 12 countries and nearly 20,000 associates. Let's now welcome Mr. Vasudevan to share a few words with us.
So I take all the cheer that you gave as the cheer for all the parents who are present here. One more time, please. And all the parents on this side, it's even more a sigh of relief for all of us now that the exams are over. And we are also really enjoying the late morning waking up and also enjoying the rest of the evening without kind of turning off mobiles, turning off TVs, and also making sure that we keep you attentive to whatever the subjects that you're supposed to prepare. I think I personally also experienced this sigh of relief personally as well. I think at the outset, a very hearty congratulations to all the graduates of 2026 batch. A big cheer to all of you from the parents. Like they say, you defied gravity. You did all the things what we believe we didn't expect at the beginning of the year. So congratulations to all the heroes and sheroes of the batch 2026. Our deepest gratitude to the respected management members of GIIS, respected principal, respected vice principal, the coordinators, the teachers. I think I truly can say that today we are where we are today because of all of you. A big bow of gratitude to each one of you. I think if you look back, today is not just another day in the calendar. It is going to be a great milestone for your life, a great milestone for your career. When you look back later in your life, you realize that what this particular moment is all about. I'm sure there are several moments. I'm sure you're going to relive this entire day and the experiences that you've had part of the school in your life ahead as well. I just want to say a few things about my personal experiences as well being in the school. I think we moved, my wife is also here in the audience, and being a teacher, she has been a big guide to the children as well. I think when we moved at the most critical time of a career of a student. I think when we moved to Singapore and when we headed towards schooling in Singapore for our children, our elder one, who is also a proud alumni of GIIS Singapore, he came here when he was in class 12. I think just before January, we started when he was just about to enter into class 12. And this little boy, Vishak, was somebody in class 10. And to be very honest, looking back, the journey could have been in any different way in terms of how it would have gone for us personally as a family. To be very honest, right from the moment of time we started to interact, we decided to move in as a family, give whatever the best opportunity for the students and for the children to kind of grow up in Singapore and complete their education. I think right from the point of time, our admission process, to the counselors, to the faculty members who are coordinating this entire program for us to move into Singapore, I think I can tell you that it's a big kind of seamless kind of transition that we had from India into Singapore and also into GIS personally as well. I think, to be very honest, the school is more like I would say like a lighthouse, meaning it is standing right at the edge of an ocean which is endless. It's also looking at whatever is the land and all the people in the land and making sure that all the people who are there looking towards the land are all guided into the right direction to make sure that they can be safe wherever they need to be reaching out to. I think I can tell you about the 9 Gems framework. I can talk about the endless kind of sessions and seminars that you organize for students and also for parents to ensure that how we need to plan the career ahead for them, and also to organize all these education kind of institutions, visit and interactions with them, which gives us an opportunity to look at what lies ahead for us to kind of look at our students and the careers for them as well. Our teachers are more like, I would say, the coach, and in the thesis or in the corporate context, a leader in the organization as well. Every individual student has a different level of capability. I don't think it is fair for us to expect that everybody will be in the levels of what every other student is. But I think the role of a teacher is therefore just to make sure that if what is your capability, can you make sure that you can move little further from your capability and achieve your personal best. I think that's something which I always realize that this particular school, the teachers here in the school have always made it possible for my children, and I'm sure I'm also voicing out as a parent for all your children as well as what they have kind of become today. I want to just leave the students with one thought. I think in the world of sports, in the world of running, there are 2 different events that happens in running. There's something called as a race, which is your 100 meters, 200 meters, and there's also something called as a long distance running, which is called marathon. While I think all our eyes are glued to the start point when you have a 100 meter or a 200 meter pistol which goes off, and you're looking at who's finishing first at the end of that 20, 30 seconds, whatever that you have. I think what also realizes is that's a category of racing. There's the other category of racing which is called as long distance running. Just for reference, there are around 40,000, 50,000 people who are running in the marathon. And I'm sure none of them are ever looking at ending in the finishing line in number 1, number 2, or number 3. But what they're all running for is to make sure that how they can achieve their personal best being part of the marathon as such. Can I improve my timing compared to what I did last time? Can I improve the distance compared to what I did last time? If I had kind of conquered this territory, this run, can I move into a different territory and challenge myself and make victory in that particular run if it's possible? So that is always the mind of what we have in the long distance running. All the graduates of 2026, you're all equipped today. You have had your protein shakes, you have had your practice runs, your coaches has given you all the tips and tricks of making sure that how you are able to kind of take it into the real world of running. So please make sure that you are there to participate in the run, not for winning, but to make sure that you can achieve your personal best. You can move your one ahead of milestone that you have achieved until now to make sure that you are successful in your life. Wishing you all the very best in all what you pursue and all what you are aspiring for to achieve in your life. And as parents, we are always proud of you, always cheering up for all your achievements and success, and always there to support you as well in the entire journey. Wishing you all the very best. And my personal regards and very best wishes to Melissa ma'am and Deepika ma'am as well as they take up their new responsibilities. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you for those beautiful words and for sharing that perspective with all of us tonight, Mr. Vasudevan.
Let us now celebrate the rest of the shining stars of the evening, the class of 12C. We would now like to invite Nirupama ma'am and Nidhi ma'am to present the mementos.
Let us welcome Aishwarya Singh. Aishwarya is a focused and thoughtful learner whose calm determination reflects in her steady academic dedication. With creativity and discipline working hand in hand, she brings originality and depth to every task she undertakes.
Let's put our hands together for Arushi Sangrame. Arushi is a hardworking and diligent student who actively participates in classroom activities. Alongside her academics, she brings creativity and energy to the stage through her passion for dance.
Please welcome Arya Anup. Arya is a cooperative and responsible student who contributes positively to every group she works with. Her hardworking attitude and friendly nature make her a valued member of the classroom community.
Now we invite Bhadra Ramnath. Bhadra is a highly focused learner who approaches her studies with quiet determination. Soft-spoken and respectful in her demeanor, her intelligence and disciplined mindset are clearly reflected in the quality of her academic work.
Following is Deva Darshan. Deva is a composed and confident individual who approaches challenges with clarity and a sharp presence of mind. A dedicated football player who has represented at the national level, he brings discipline, focus, and resilience both on and off the field. Thank you, ma'am. We request you to now take your seats.
Now we would like to invite our academic supervisor and senior segment coordinator for CBSE 11 and 12, Ms. Beena, and our deputy principal, Ms. Shija, to present the mementos. Next is Isha Kalyanpur. Isha is a cheerful student whose warmth and energy bring positivity to brighten the classroom environment. Her friendly nature and growing academic confidence make her a delightful presence among her peers. And on a lighter note, her love for McDonald's also can't go unnoticed.
Here comes Muhammad Abir. Abir's cheerful presence and composed personality makes him a pleasant and confident member of the classroom. With steady participation and sincere effort, he approaches learning with positivity and determination.
Let's put our hands together for Nitish Potaria. Nitish is a promising student who consistently aims to achieve his academic best. His straightforward mindset and commitment to achieving higher goals reflect a strong drive for progress.
Next, we invite Prateek Purushottam Pai. Prateek is a determined student who continually strives to improve his academic performance. His straightforward mindset and commitment to achieving higher goals reflect a strong drive for progress.
Please welcome Rachna Narayana Murthy. Rachna is a sincere and hardworking student who approaches her studies with discipline. Her steady commitment and dedication are clearly reflected in her academic progress. Thank you, ma'am. We request you to take your seats.
We would now like to invite our principal, Deepika ma'am, to present the mementos. Now, we invite Rishika Khanna. Rishika actively participates in academic and co-curricular activities with enthusiasm. Her cooperative nature and willingness to work hard reflect her commitment to learning and growth.
Please welcome Rishita Rijesh. Rishita is a hard-working student who balances academics gracefully with her passion for dance. Through dedication and perseverance, she continues to shine in both fields.
Let's welcome Ritika Chaturvedi. Ritika is a determined student who constantly strives to achieve high academic standards. Her strong work ethic and dedication reflect her commitment to excellence.
Let's cheer for Sanvi Vaishnav. Sanvi is a popular presence among her peers. Her energetic participation and determination to succeed make her a valued addition to the classroom community.
Next, we invite Samanvita Rao. Samanvita is a vibrant student who brings enthusiasm to both academics and extracurricular activities. Known for her confidence and creativity, she expresses her talents beautifully through both learning and dance, while also contributing actively to class discussions. Thank you, Deepika ma'am. We request you to take your seat.
Now, we would like to welcome our senior principal, Ms. Melissa Maria, to give out the mementos. We now welcome Sana Gupta. Sana is a natural leader who demonstrates excellence both academically and in collaborative activities. With clear thinking, strong technical aptitude, and an ambition to surpass her own achievements, she constantly raises the standards she sets for herself while always being willing to support those around her.
Next up is Shruti Satyanarayanan. Shruti is an interactive learner who brings curiosity and enthusiasm to every classroom discussion. With her strong technological skills and ability to adapt quickly, she uses digital tools confidently to support her learning.
Please welcome Sindhuja Sriram. Sindhuja is a creative and diligent learner who approaches her studies with sincerity. Alongside her academic dedication, she also expresses her artistic side through her talent in music and poetry.
Let's put our hands together for Soumya Rana. Soumya is an exceptionally intelligent student who blends analytical thinking with creativity. Her dedication and consistent hard work make her a powerful contributor to academic excellence.
And finally, we have Ved Shankar Kadikal, who unfortunately was not able to attend tonight's ceremony. Thank you, Melissa ma'am. We request you to take your seat in the audience.
A huge round of applause for all our graduates.
We now invite our academic supervisor and senior segment coordinator for CBSE 11 and 12, Ms. Beena, to kindly come up on stage and administer the ode.
Graduates, may I have your attention, please? Please rise. Please extend your right hand as you take the pledge. We, the graduating class of 2026, do solemnly pledge that we shall strive to use our knowledge for the welfare of humanity, to uphold human values and employ with knowledge and responsibility, to uphold the values of my country and respect all cultures, to conserve nature and its resources and reduce unnecessary consumption, to adopt values of humanity and tolerance, to avoid acts of plagiarism, and respect the intellectual property rights of others. We promise to respect our teachers, family, colleagues, and most importantly, ourselves. We will live up to the ideals of our school and be responsible global citizens. I declare the batch of 2026 graduates.
Thank you, Miss Beena.
Now, Vidushi, every celebration has one moment everyone quietly looks forward to.
Let me guess, the cake.
Exactly.
Because history has shown that celebrations become significantly better once cake is involved.
And that's a theory most people here seem ready to support.
So ladies and gentlemen, we now invite our respected senior principal, Melissa ma'am, and our academic supervisor and senior segment coordinator, Beena ma'am. We would also like to call upon our student representatives, Abhinay, Shailaja, and Isha, to come forward for the cake cutting ceremony.
Please give them a big round of applause. Is ma'am coming out or no?
We would also like to invite our chairman to join us for the cake cutting. As the celebration draws to a close, please join us in welcoming our graduating student representatives, Tia Philip and Shweta Raj, to the stage.
I have not much time left to spare. An hourglass is turned everywhere I go. The sand trickles through the neck so small. The sand falls fast, grain by grain, and by the time the last grain falls, I realize that it wasn't enough time at all. And that's exactly what I said the day before the biology exam after getting 2 weeks of preparatory leave. But seriously though, for the past year, or 13 in my case, I've constantly been watching the top of the hourglass, watching the sand trickle down. And now that we've finally reached the end, it feels so surreal. I have been at GIIS since kindergarten, but the past 2 years with you guys were indisputably the best. I filled up my iPhone storage, heated up my iPhone, got so mad that I smashed my iPhone on the ground, had my iPhone turn a lovely shade of radioactive green, but you guys were right there, right by my side, trying to find a way to both fix it and calm me down. And that's exactly what you guys mean to me. My 24-hour tech support, my iPhone repairers. Except in this case, the iPhone is my heart. Last year, we were the ones backstage, organizing this very event for our seniors and crying about how that would be us next year. Look where we are now, and look how far we've come. We've made best friends. We've survived a never-ending series of exams. And against all odds, we've grown up. Kind of. The good news is that it's over. The scary news is that it's over. For these few hours, I'm so sorry, we're going to be so happy that we made it this far, that we did it, that we've completed high school. But the hour after that, we will realize that we're going to have to start from square one and work our way up again. Maturing is realizing that high school is probably going to be the easiest part of our lives. But I know that every time I hit my troughs, I have you guys to help lift me up to my crests. Of course, none of our schooling journeys would have been complete without our teachers and class teachers. We are so lucky to have had teachers like the ones we did. And if I start naming them, I can never stop. They were there to understand us, to stay with us, to help us grow. They were there to scold us, laugh with us, and even make reels with us. Personally, I know that a few years down the line, I'm going to be phoning up Gerald sir and asking him if he remembers me when I bawled my eyes out on a sprained ankle because I thought I'd never walk again. I'd like to thank Melissa ma'am for keeping the vision of GIIS alive and ensuring that the hourglass didn't run out on us before we were ready. To Beena ma'am, who I troubled endlessly with everything from my board admit card to a million trivial questions. Thank you for your infinite patience with us. I'd also like to thank the management and the staff who kept the school running behind the scenes, making sure that we had the environment that we needed to come to the podium every single time. Now, as we walk out these doors for the last time together, I leave you with a question Kanye West once asked on his graduation album. Did you realize that you were champions in their eyes? Class of 2025 to 26, don't cry. All of us are champions. Yours truly, Shweta.
As C.S. Lewis once said, the pain I feel is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. Grief, I've learned, is just love with nowhere left to go. And today, standing here, I finally understand the deal. Every laugh at lunch, every birthday song sung off-key in class, every see you tomorrow we never thought twice about. We were paying forward. Now, we've finally run through all our laughs, and today is the day the bill arrives. And that is the bittersweet of the truth of where we stand today. We have been living in the in-betweens. In-between of who we were and who we are becoming. In between almost an arrival. In between the kids who first walked through these gates. And the people who are sitting in these seats right now. None of that could happen without the people who held us up along the way. A huge thank you to our principal, Miss Melissa Maria, for leading the school with a standard that pushed us to rise. To Beena ma'am, our coordinator, for being the steady hand behind so much of what made these last year's work. And of course, to my fellow students for standing with me through this journey, to every teacher who believed in us a little more than we deserved on our worst days, and of course, lastly, to our parents for every sacrifice made quietly and every prayer said privately. We would not be standing here without you. Today, I share with you the only thing I truly know. When I turn my head to look at how far we've come, I see a room of wonderful people whom I love and admire. I see this room. Carry the love, the faith, the patience, and the guidance of these loved ones with you. Carry every person in this room here to support you as you move forward. All of you didn't just make high school good, you've made me good. And I think that's because you can't be surrounded by people who are still becoming and not become yourself. We were always in between, always almost there, always become. Well, we finally reached here. And to every almost version of yourself you left behind in these halls, that version of you was building who you are today. And with so much reflection, I realized we will never be those kids again. But that's okay, that's the point. Because those kids were the ones who got us this far. So if you're hurting today, I say, let yourself hurt. That ache you feel, that is the privilege of loving the life that you lived in GIS. It means we have something worth grieving for. With the fullness of everything this beginning has given us, the only thing left to do is wave goodbye to the end of the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Tia and Shweta, for your wonderful words reflecting your excellent journey in GIS.
To formally convey our gratitude, we would now like to invite Vikram to present the vote of thanks.
Well, good evening, everyone. As we come to the close of this beautiful and memorable ceremony, it is my absolute honor to stand here to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to thank our senior principal, Melissa ma'am, for her constant guidance and support. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all our teachers. Your constant mentorship, patience, and belief in our seniors have shaped them into the incredible individuals we celebrate today. To the parents, thank you for your endless love, sacrifices, and encouragement. Today is not just a milestone for your children, but a reflection of your dedication and strength. This achievement belongs to you as much as it does to them. A special thanks to our esteemed guest of honor for gracing this occasion. Your presence has truly elevated this ceremony, and your words will remain with us as we move forward in our journeys. I would also like to extend a sincere thanks to all the volunteers and organizers who work seamlessly behind the scenes. Your efforts have made this event meaningful, and we deeply appreciate everything you've done. And finally, to our seniors. It's hard to put into words what you all mean to us. You were never just our seniors. You were our friends, mentors, and role models. You guided us, you laughed with us, you supported us, and made our school feel like a second home. The bond we share is something we will carry with us long after today. We don't just wish you success, we know you'll achieve it, and we're rooting for you. Thank you for everything, and congratulations to the graduating class.
Graduates, tonight marks the closing of one chapter in your lives. Years of classrooms, friendships, challenges, and quiet determination have led to this moment. To the graduating class of 2026, congratulations.
To the parents and teachers who guided them with patience and care, thank you.
This evening has been a celebration of effort, growth, and possibility.
And it has been our privilege to share this moment with all of you.
We hope tonight's ceremony becomes a memory that graduates carry with them for years to come.
A memory of friendship, achievement, and the beginning of new journeys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of this memorable ceremony. We request you to rise for the national anthems.
मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय हे
We now invite you to join us for dinner at the Level 3 cafeteria as the evening continues. And before you leave, don't forget to stop by the photo booth to capture your memories from this special day. Thank you and good night.